afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Also, a Merry Christmas to one and all of you. So, anyways, we're off here to 2 vs 2 on Elst Outskirts. In the north, it is Guardian and Redforce fighting for the Allies. Holding the line as the Germans launch another vicious assault here to break through. We got here the British with the 7th Armoured and the Americans with the 6th Armoured. In the south, it is JoeRambo and Butcher fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 106th Panzer Brigade, Feldherrn Halle with JoeRambo straight into defensive doctrine, Butcher with Lightning War, elite troops and Jägerarme, mostly infantry and Panzerfaust versus Urban Assault, Airborne, Heavy Cavalry, Royal Engineers, Mobile Assault and Commander Regiment with mostly infantry, bazooka, tanks and infantry as well there. A Grenadier Sniper start there for Butcher, JoeRambo with double Ostrom and U-42s. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe and share and press that bell button. That way you can sort of help me out, by at least, getting a bit more recognition that way through YouTube algorithm. Plus, you're more likely to get, views. Videos shoot up in your feed. And if you otherwise wish to support the Propagandacast, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the video description, and certainly would make my Christmas a bit more cheerful. Anyways, with those messages out of the way, we're of course back here to have already some action here. Game before with reasons, having already dug into the house and fortified against any German assaults here. Redforce is establishing a strong corner here. That's going to make it difficult for the Germans to push through. That's going to require some serious firepower from JoeRambo to break through. And certainly, the Ostrom doctrine, not exactly Osttruppen were not exactly assault infantry. It's going to be a bit trickier there. Section pulling about in the house here, making it difficult there for Butcher and JoeRambo to push through. They've of course got the sniper. We can sort of slowly bleed out the British, and that's likely why Butcher there went for the sniper. So that would try and sort of bleed out the Tommies rather than trying to fight them in any other sort of head-on engagement. In the east here, we got M4 to come into the building, at least trying to make it hard for the Germans to use, or the Allies to use. We've got the Ostrom here, going to try and push for that fuel point there, though again, Ostrom will need to sort of stick close to the cover to have a chance, otherwise they're going to find themselves in a very bad spot. Sniper back out the Pioneers, we see him creeping up the west side there. Got the Grenadiers holding back here, University on the way for Guardian to probably help hunt down the sniper. MG42, they're just hosing away. And up north, we've got the Ostrom pushing it, being caught here out in cover. That is pretty bad. Needs to get to cover fast. Need to focus down on the route squads fast as well. Looks like there's a bit of miss here from JoeRambo. He can't decide, and that actually means the Ostrom in a really bad spot. They're quickly getting focused down, particularly focusing down the unit that is already out in the open. Good play there by Redforce. Pretty bad situation for JoeRambo, and his attempt to hit for the fuel point there has been very much brutally broken apart there by Redforce. Thrown to the ground and crashed. Pioneers now moving about here, slowly bleeding out their Guardians. Western Force making better progress there than JoeRambo, at least for now. University there has arrived, setting out there for King and Country. Back here we got Panzergunners on the way there for JoeRambo's already tagged up. Butch meanwhile is going for more Grenadiers here, double Grenadier MG42 sniper build here. Going here for the car point, a bold British maneuver, basically avoiding the sniper and trying to sort of force him into engage, going to attack him head on. Clone maneuver there by Guardian, but without any need to deal with the sniper, of course it's going to be a bit limited there. Butcher that does his best to limit this by bringing up the machine guns so they slow down the British infantry. And of course they might just be hoping he could sort of somehow expose the British or the sniper and then charge in his University here to deal with it. I mean, there's a few options there. We've got a Wasp on the way there, so probably not. The Flamethrower is not exactly an amazing sniper counter. You'd probably be going for the Vickers K for that. Alway managed to disrupt the Germans there just a bit. So overall, not a bad play there by Guardian. They're obviously of limited efficiency. Meanwhile, though, JoeRambo's really been pushed back in these side. Redforce is just advancing after that initial Ostrom route. We got the Panzergunners out, and they'll definitely be doing a lot more work here. And with Ostrom to bang out, they may just be able to push through here and overwhelm Redforce. Back at the British base, we got Tech up there, and we got the Captain out for Redforce. Meanwhile, we got a more broad advance here from Butcher heading into the Allied flank here, as Guardian is already been routed, unable to extend protection. And now we got here Butcher bearing through. Pioneers about to get wiped out, though not good there for Butcher, but he managed to avoid destruction of the Pioneers. Close one now. Meanwhile, the Eastern Assault continues. The Ostrom and the Panzers push through there. And suddenly the Allies find the situation quickly deteriorating. JoeRambo here going for a half-tech, but the looks of it, it's not going to be the Flamethrower half with the regular half-tech to reinforce and support his troops. Not a bad pick there. Don't in particular the Panzers will benefit from, but even the Ostrom can also benefit from it nicely, obviously. Back here, nothing further going. Then we got take off a Butcher, but he of course may be planning to rush ahead there, maybe to rush out tier 3. Though he will need something to sort of back up just in case he gets hit by armor. Wait on his moving up there. We got 471 to 492. So far some intense action going on here. They like to make a nice company up for Butcher, and we got the 251 Mittelschützen Panzerwagen out there for JoeRambo. Fun fact about the 250 half-track. The man manning the frontal machine gun was actually the commander of the vehicle as well, whilst lastly, directed everything. And funnily enough, in an empty half-track without any passengers, the rear machine gun would actually not been crewed at all. In fact, it wouldn't have been there. It was actually meant to be the squad riding along in it. They were supposed to use the squad machine gun on the rear machine gun post there. Little fun fact. Ostrom here being assailed. Up here, Panzer the Ostrom support pushing back the captain there. Fuel point is seemingly open. Half-track moving ahead here. And of course, we'll be able to enforce here JoeRambo's forces, giving him a much stronger frontline presence here versus the Allies. So nice work there. In the meanwhile, though, Butcher's left flank is seeing some issues. Oh, he's charging in the half-track a bit too far there. Of course, their Pioneers near bicycle damage can be fixed if it does get hit by an anti-tank rifle, but he avoids that. And of course, here we see the Ostrom immediately and very rapidly being reinforced thanks to the 250 half-tracks. I mean, a well-handled 250 half-track can be a strong asset for any Wehrmacht player. On the west here, Butcher hammering away. They've got a 2-2 to back up. Probably help deal with the Universal, which with the flamethrower. It's a bit of a problem there for the rest of Butcher's forces. Punch goes on the way for him as well. Very good. Pioneer with Ostrom supporting with the right from there. Very good as well. The half-track just hanging back here for the time being. And we got a pack 40 there for JoeRambo. Obviously worried about any vehicles that could, rush down his half-track pretty fast and destroy it. He could, of course, back up with a few tiller mines here and there to maybe make that less likely. Tiller mine here, for example, could be quite nasty against the Allies, of course. 2-2 moving about here for Butcher. Anti-aircraft time away there for Redforce, was also going for the pack howitzer. Very good here. Also heading for the eastern point here. Back here, more troops lining up for Butcher and Deutschland. AC Mark 3 on the way there for Guardian. Samples under heavy fire. Overall, JoeRambo is now in a very strong position on the right flank here versus the Allies. He is in control for now. But again, that can always change. But for now, at least he seems to be still doing quite good. He may, of course, want to consider mining up, maybe preparing defensive of other sorts, sandbags, barbed wire, anything to sort of absorb a Allied offensive going through at full force. AC Mark 3 almost done there, plus sections for Guardian. Noting JoeRambo here at the 7-min mark is the only player with a doctrine. No one else has yet to commit to sort of anything there. And certainly not Butcher either. Machine gun under fire there, probably needs reposition. Could quickly pop it into the half-tank for a bit of quick healing. But still, mines here I think would be a very good idea there for JoeRambo. In the west here, finding there goes he moving in. 2-2 for Butcher's in trouble. Sadly, he's not been able to mine up either. Panzer being pushed back by the Wasp there, which was a Canadian modification to the Universal here, which really I think caught on with the rest of the British Army. Little fun fact there. And they're going to tank it up from the 2-2. AC should be able to take it up then. Bad news there for Butcher on the left flank. JoeRambo will have to quickly read on this and then some units to support him, otherwise we could see Butcher in a lot of trouble. MD4 setting up back here again. Half-time moving in. Ambulance also moving up into force. Possibly a misclick there by Redforce, so there might be a plan to it. Pack counter fire there on the MD42, not good there. Incendiary opposition pop could take out the half-track there before Redforce realizes what's going on. There we go. Punishing Redforce here for moving in too far ahead. Almost got it. At the same time, the machine's about to go down. Need to pull it out there, I think, again. Reinforce it up. Possibly maybe healing here by the half-track. Or inside of it, obviously. Oh, wait. Incendiary opposition has very good abilities. So good usage there by Redforce. Or JoeRambo, not by Redforce, obviously. Unless, of course, it is to provide targets for the machine gun, which, from the German perspective, probably be a good job. Oh, good job, sir, American. Dying for the Vaterland. Nice work. I appreciate your efforts in dying. Blades moving ahead here. Pack hard to continue to rain down. It's starting to get a bit risky for JoeRambo to keep fighting around here. Plus, he's lost control of the fuel point here. He may be suffering a bit from tunnel vision here, and he's starting to, find a war of attrition that really doesn't benefit him in any way, truth be told. So I think JoeRambo here should reconsider his actions and reposition before he ends up losing the position entirely, being forced to entirely retreat. Oh wait, Panzer versus the half-tech, and the half-tech versus the captain. They're doing quite a bit of damage here. Half-tech with 2 kills so far. Captain they're about to get wiped out, and there we go. At the same time, half-tech to move there. Pack 40 has been pulled away there. Panzer there being suppressed, close to 22 though. Very nice. Need to get out of the half-tech, falling back. They're very close to 22. Incendiary on pistol being popped. Very good. Go for the half-track, doing heavy damage there. No! Mistake there, but Redforce should have kept moving. Instead, he stops up and tries to get away there, allowing the MG42 to actually tear through them. Nice work there. Pan's going to do reinforcing well. They slow health and they get wiped. He probably should have retreated and popped into the half-track. Either way, though, the incendiary finishing rounds are just destroying everything, but now it may be destroyed itself. A brutal engagement here between JoeRambo and Redforce with the heavy casualties on both sides. Butcher finally committed to doctoring its elite troops. Machine gun crew, having so valiantly shredded Americans in service of das fatherland and the German peoples, finally goes down in a blaze of glory, but not before leaving the battlefield strewn with American corpses and vehicles in flames. Here, Butch continues his violent fight with Panzerjägers now on the field as well. A few storms with MP40s could also be a nice pick there. British infantry tend to, at least in my opinion, be weak to MP40 troops. Machine gun recruited here by the Panzergrenadier. Another squad brought up there to avenge the ones, of course, cut down in the prime. Of course, Redforce now, though, after the assault, I mean, it was kind of a Pyrrhic victory he suffered tactically. I mean, sure, he got the Panzergrenadiers and the MP42, but he suffered huge casualties in the process. And thanks to the half-track, I mean, JoeRambo can just charge ahead here. Once, of course, fresh troops arrive to charge ahead. But, you know, again, the half-track is just sort of a solid defensive and offensive tools and just allows you to keep pushing without losing too much momentum with your smaller squads. So, I mean, really, good pick there by JoeRambo with the half-track. Though he's flooding a lot of munitions and could have been laying down mines here and there with the half-track. So I would say that's a bit of an oversight there by JoeRambo. Fuel cash part for Butcher, 2 thumbs up. Allies there making good progress, but at the same time they are strong to get any of the fuel here, which of course is great for the Germans. Grenades going off there, Panzer pulling back towards the half-track once more. Of course, note, as the half-track gains more veterans, they're going to be enforced from further and further away, which can also allow you to just place the half-track in a safer spot. All the way very close there to the A-7 on the half-track. Bring up support there a bit. Pack out recruit. Noting 9 to 10 guns there for Redforce, indicating he's not respecting the half-track. He's not respecting the 251. That's dangerous. In the west here, the fighting continues as the British break through their Butcher's lines. Butcher is doing his best to, well, butcher the Allies, but his pack goes down there. Not good. Snubble with 20 kills, doing some heavy damage there. Back here's the Palmer Co-op. Tech of there as well for Butcher. No sign of Stormtroopers, unfortunately. G43 Wielding Grenadiers is about it here for Butcher. Up north, another assault here. More tank types being laid down to help defend and form anchor holds here for Redforce to fight through with. Neither of the Allied players had to go for Doctor Machine, about to get annihilated here. Still no Doctrine at this point. I would only say either Urban Assault or Heavy Cavalry Break if Redforce just be able to pop down smoke to cover his advances. Plus Rangers could also be pretty good there. As for Guardian, Commando could provide him with smoke as well. Their Mobile Assault is also good there. I feel like the Allies need to pick a Doctrine here. Force to fall back here in the west. The assault once more lacks sufficient momentum in the west here. JoeRambo continues to be an absolute concrete wall. It just does not, you know, really give much ground. And the half again is just an absolutely crucial part of this. I just wish he'd be, you know, using some mines from it to further make it harder for Redforce to push through there. Better than I believe we got S-Mons on the northern fuel point. There you go. Butcher goes for the Stormtroopers. Actug Panther to back up his teammate here. Sappers flanking, but there you go. Bun grenade. Oh! Almost blows up his own Ostrom in the process. Concuss. Oh, smoke grenade there. So you need to get the Storms away there. At least reinforce them from the half track. And there you go again. Big range, but in the end, can't quite pull it off. All the way though. Allies need to really switch out to, like, I think a big offensive on one side. They really need to hit one of the German players sufficiently hard to swing this around with. Otherwise, they're basically not going anywhere. After them with 9 kills, ace level. Again, a few mines here from the half-track. Well, there was no action. At least the half-track wasn't necessary. Could have done more to slow down here Redforce's follow attack there. Still, for now, JoeRambo seems to be on their retreat here. Butcher storms from way in the back there for some healing and enforcement. Sapoma Core not finished for JoeRambo. That's a bit awkward. Meanwhile, got tier 4 there on the way for Butcher. Hope he's not trying to solve for Tiger Race there. Feel like that could be a bit risky then. Could definitely give the Allies a big chance to get back into the game. Half-track self-directed here from the M1 anti-tank gun. JoeRambo at least is able to salvage that one quick, but there you go. More assault here. There you go. They're swinging hard at JoeRambo, who's definitely by now at least looking to be the weakest link here. Forcing Butcher to have to respond to it. Allies are really pulling through there. There you go. Grenadiers in the back, but that's all the sections. Interesting to note here, Guardian could easily benefit from some Bren guns or something to increase the firepower of his infantry as well. Grenades could also be an idea. All right, grenades going off here. Units being flanked here. Rifling with BAR, so ultimately be more than threat there to the Germans. Machines about to get wiped out. Need to retreat it. Half to go to get away. Oh, the machine gun went down. Double blow there to JoeRambo. Or at least a nasty blow. Oh dear. Need to get the half to go there. Don't do it, JoeRambo. Don't do it. 9. Scheiße. And the half track goes down. Ah. Did such a good job here for JoeRambo and the 1 and 6th Panzer Brigade Feldherrnhalle. Sniper there with 27 kills though. I feel like that half-track was just thrown away there, to be honest. Okay, apparently both are now going for tier 4 in a move I'd personally describe as a bit inadvisable. That's just me, of course. Not a big believer currently in Wehrmacht tier 4. But who knows? It is Christmas after all, and maybe a Christmas miracle will happen. Anyway, Storms are there with G43s. I prefer them with MP40s, but if you like them with G43s, I won't tell you now. To your face. Ostrom about here, engaging the captain. They've got machines where they're for JoeRambo's Ostrom. JoeRambo's going to need to like work hard to get back into this, I think. But he's going at least there for a quick move towards the Carfinder up north here to at least deny the Allies a bit more fuel in this regard. And this could also be where maybe the tier 4 doesn't turn into complete messes. They've been able to reasonably control the fuel flow there. Plus there's a fuel cache, so they can probably push out some tier 4 armor fast. But JoeRambo though is basically down to almost nothing. He's going for a Panther, great, but he needs more infantry. I'd recommend Panzer Grenadiers, to be honest. And lots of them. Rangers out here for Redforce was the first air player to commit to a doctrine. Heavy Cavalry calls a classic. We'll have to see if we can remember to use combined arms. Even just the Rangers and the Pershing will have an impact, and of course the smoke. More awesome out there for JoeRambo. Again, I feel like Panther will be more better, but obviously he's in a bit of a budget at the moment, and obviously Ostrom are much more budget friendly. They're like a pair of budget friendly shoes. They get worn up a lot faster than the ones that has a bit more quality to them. Storms are being hosed down by the heavy machine guns. Need to get over there fast, or they're going to get butchered. And usually don't want to be known as the butcher because you get your own men butchered, rather than the other guy's men. On the west here, Panzer gun is moving about. They got the Sabs moving ahead. Panzerkampfwagen 5 down there. Butcher does seem like he might be having a dream of a tiger race and possibly a white Christmas. Rangers there being expressed by MD42. But yeah, JoeRambo for the time being is utterly worn out after his men just get completely shredded. He's hoping for the Panther turn this round, but he's going to need more assault infantry to really work this through. And again, the Ostrom. You can call them many things, but assault troops is not one of them. Not unless you're drunk. Bungrave gun, the machine gun almost taken out there. Close to getting a wipe here. Panther pulling through there for JoeRambo. Ostrom never out by the rifle and the BARs. Easily outgunning them. Panther to west to back up. Butcher for the time being at least. Very good there. Pulling ahead of your Penman machine almost done. Section out there about to get hosed down if they're not careful. Section sampling at the west side. Going to just put it fighting back there. Panther taking some light damage to the side. More damage in fact as the anti-tank is at least piercing the frontal armor. Anti-tank and crew there wiped out. JoeRambo's forces are once more severely worn out. And there you go. We got the Sturmpanzer for Butch. At least he's not trying to stall in for the Tiger Race. That's great. Bunker there. Not upgraded yet and may never be. As Redforce is quick to turn the Pack 40 on it. Panther moving in there as well. Pack 40. Oh, wipe just in the nick of time to save a bunker. That isn't doing much. Got Storms moving in there. Grabbing the Pack again. Panther's doing what they can there. 12 kills and they clear it out before it can fire a shot. Panther with 1 kill. Guardian there still with nothing. We got take up though. Might go for the hammer tactics and get the Commodore. And there goes Sturmpanzer 4 for Butcher. Because machine away there for Guardian. Very good. Still no sign of a Doctrine from him. Bit surprised at that, to be honest. At least he's getting Bren guns, which is also going to be an issue for JoeRambo, who now has also unlocked sector artillery, which could be used at times to break up any sort of significant allied assaults. Punch guns on the way there for JoeRambo. Say good, say good. That is what he needs. Sniper with 34 kills. A hair's breadth away there from becoming ace level. Sturm Punch rolling ahead. That was 150mm gun. Specifically designed for blowing apart, you know, bunkers and buildings in urban environments. As they found out doing the finding in Stalingrad, they rather lacked equipment for that. They improvised a solution based off the Panzer III, but that obviously had some flaws, so they came up with this for the long term. And obviously later on the Sturmtiger. Sturmpanzer, they're taking heavy damage. Panzer is moving ahead here. Panther moving up support as well. Need to be careful with it, of course. Got a Ranger squad hiding in ambush there, ready to ambush, and then one trying to hit the fuel point there. Pack 40 flanked him with the Brent section. Very good there by Guardian. Still no sign of a Doctrine though. Still no sign of a Doctrine. Got the anti-tank gun there. Panther's going to be likely used to destroy it. Butcher could also fire some Panther strike rockets at it for good measure. There we go. Good work. More tank traps here from Redforce. Slowly increasing the defences around the carve point as the Germans keep running at it. Panther doing what he can there. 1 kill section being pushed back here by the German infantry on the west side. In the far east, we've got Ostrom moving ahead here. 12 kills, 23. Rangers ready to spring their trap. And we got a Panther out here for JoeRambo firing his rockets. Unfortunately, to not much effect. Panthers need to retreat. The Allies need to, you know, keep the units a bit better line. Particularly the British player needs to perhaps consider the longer picture here for the British Empire. At this rate, there won't be a British Empire left if it keeps getting all its men killed. Cromwell away on them. Still no Doctrine for Guardian. Of course, I'm at you. That's not a bad thing. There won't be any British Empires left. Anyways, Stormshield with 2 kills so far. Not. There we go. 3 kills. Ground the western victory point here. We got 361 with 10, and there you go. 6 artillery called in here by JoeRambo to support his teammates, flanking a flank. Trying to annihilate any Allied infantry there, or armor for that matter, with the power of German artillery. House collapses. Sappers hunting about there, but then kind of giving away the position, and they're kind of still in the center effect there, but they get away, Or do they? Oh! Are we going to destroy that fuel cache? Good work. Storm Panther being rolled in. Cromwell almost done there. Redforce is probably setting up for Pershing here. In the meanwhile, in the north, he is pushing back JoeRambo once more. Storm shooting the point here. We got more artillery just exploding all over the place. Section there being routed in the south. Saps are likely going to not make it back home for tea for all eternity. Awesome Panthers moving about here close to the east, and those Panthers are going to be arriving there taking heavy damage. We got artillery called in here by the Allies to break up JoeRambo's assault. Not too shabby there. More Panthers moving ahead there for JoeRambo. Panther need repairs. 1 kill so far. Panthers are going to be moving forwards. The bang grenade straight into their midst, and there you go. Panther fire unleashed. Rockets flying through the skies, and we got bazookas being dropped as well. Panthers grabbing that one. Panther squad here, and Ostrom need to retreat. Ostrom squad annihilated. Allied assault here, countering the Sturmpanzer. 361 to 299 in the far west. We've got points being seized. Butcher's going for the Tiger Race. As for JoeRambo, who knows? Maybe another Panther. If you can get 2 Panthers, that might actually be kind of good. But obviously still quite expensive to get 2 Panthers up. But if he were to get it, he would, I think, be in a reasonably solid position as long as he doesn't do anything too stupid with them. Depleted rifle, they need to be careful against the Panther Grenadiers. They are very, very low in health there, and one good set of shots they could quickly leave them wiped out. Bounce up the west side here by Guardian. He could try and go for deeper flanks to try to hit the fuel pump from that side, maybe also Butcher's positions. In the center, Sturmpanzer hammering away there. 5 kills so far. Baker's machine gun very much erased from the surface of this world. Like a really bad essay. Nothing further going there for Guardian. Packard continues to blast away there in service of America. JoeRambo and Butcher lining up for a coordinated assault here in the west. We got Camping Express for the MD-42 bunker. Butcher's very close to the Tiger Ace. Redforce very close to the Pershing. Guardian, I'm not entirely sure what he's close to. Maybe a Doctrine. Ostrom up the eastern side. More tank tabs. I mean, really, Redforce is just fortifying this point with everything except sandbags. Panther fire there. Hoping to snuff something out, but once more. Wow! That's actually been out in the field for some time, and so far it's done no damage whatsoever. That's really awkward there for JoeRambo. Cromwell falling back here, ground the pack 40 under Butcher's nose, not go for him. We got the Panther moving up to back up here, going for the Cromwell as the Sturmpanzer support for the infantry anti-tank guns. Good hit there. Pershing is running there for Redforce. Guardian is still yet to commit to anything. Panther bounces shot there from the Cromwell. Sappers being routed. Sections obviously can't stop the Panther. Anti-tank though backing up there. Good penetrating the Panther. Could push straight past and take out the Cromwell. Looks like it's going to do it. We've got the Tiger Race out for Butcher. Panther backs off, exposing its rear there to the anti-tank, and that feels like a bit of a mistake there by JoeRambo. We got the person in there blasting stormtroopers into a fine pulp. And up here we got the Owls pushing through there, heading into JoeRambo and Butcher's flank. Got a pack 43 up there for JoeRambo. The Panzerabwehrkanone 43. Second heaviest anti-tank gun the Germans had. In fact, they existed the Pak 44, which has the same gun as the Jagdtiger, and which effectively was a field gun, since it could also be that's artillery. In fact, there was a version of the Pak 43 that also was that a field gun. But there you go, Pak cleared out the Owls gun for the assault. But there you go, Pershing versus the Panther and the Tiger Race. Pak 43 stopped in time there, which definitely would not have added to the Pershing's chances. So ability there. More Panzers on the way there for JoeRambo. Very good. Infantry grounded here by the Tiger Race Panther combo. Unit wiped out there. Panther moving up. Will this be it? Will it finally hit something besides squirrels? Looks like this is it. The great moment. Yes, it did some damage. It gave someone a sprained ankle. Reasons on the way there for Redforce that repairs Pershing. Fun fact about the 106th Panther Brigade was actually led by an experienced Eastern Front commander, Dr. Franz Baker, or was it Ferdinand Baker? Who led a particular battleground fight on the Eastern Front was composed of Panthers and Tiger tanks, known as the Schwerer Panzerregiment Baker. Little fun fact there. Sturmpanzer firing here, section on the heavy fire there. Tiger tank with 2 kills, veterans you won. Section advancing there for Guardian. Pershing being fixed. Veterans on the way there for Redforce still. Obviously repairs Pershing. We got more storm out there for JoeRambo. Sneak out the eastern side. There's Panther gun. He's got 3 squads on that. That's very good. No sign of additional armor. Could go for another Panther here. Or Sturmpanzer. I suspect though you should probably not go for another Panther, considering his so far current success rate is roughly the same as the one of the Italians versus the British Army in North Africa. Enemy forces are securing our territory. Bomb grenade off, the Panthers are routed. $309 was 278. Also in the far right flank, caught by the Ranger Escort and need to get out of there very fast. Panther fires again. Actually gets a kill. Someone actually died to it. Wow. I'd not be surprised if the character came from the machine gun at this rate. Still, it got a whole kill, and I don't know how many badges it took, but at least it finally killed something or someone. MG42 dealing with the advancing reactions, very good. Tiger Race, they're having away 3 kills. In the east, we got the Panther versus the Pershing. Tiger Race, they're hammering away 3 kills. Not really doing a lot there. Sturmpanzer West here with 12 kills, veterans you want. Adelaide advanced, they could try and bombard them, I suppose. Germans France on the defense against the Allies, who have now managed to gain a much bigger share of the map. There you go. Guardian has gone for mobile assault, adding in a land matches there. We'll sneak in some commandos as well there for some good measure. There you go, moving up with it.
Sherry has 300 points remaining.
So preparing the Tiger, very good. Pershing with 8 kills, veterans you won. Good from the Tiger Ace in the section there, 4 kills. Bangray and the Rifle Squad. Easily dodged there, 27 kills in the Panzer Gunner Dealer going for the Rifleman. Austin Pong and there's the Ranger Squad there. Grenade return the Panzer Gunner Dealer. And, almost got a wipe there. 4 kills in the Panther. Rangers going to check for the Ostrom. Need to cover the Panther. He doesn't accidentally crash the building. Would the Ostrom in it? That'd be pretty awkward for JoeRambo. Pretty awkward. Pershing sneaks in. Redforce may want to bring up a Jackson to back up his Pershing. Needs some more armor on the west side here. Assault continues through here. Tiger, Strum Punch, but there you go. Land Matters barrage straight to it. Breaks up. Butchers Assault and butchers his men mercilessly. Strum Punch doing what he can there to blast through it. Tiger Tank now with 12 kills. Very good. There's Sherman on the way for Redforce. Very good. JoeRambo can soon go for some more armor. Again, Panther, Stone Panzer, probably the best idea. Again, double Panther could be very good. Solid idea there to leave set with the Pershing. We'll have to see, of course, what it ends up with. Mines going off there in the face of Butcher's forces, blasting them into tiny bits. We place a major there for Redforce. Centre being seized here by Redforce sneaking troops in. Now if you got Panther backing up, Panther's decided to go for the point, but the Pershing immediately obliterates almost the entire unit. Well, he's very close to a second Panther there. Tiger is fixing up its damaged engine. Very good. Pack abandoned. Panther being pushed back close to 22. And we got a Stone Panzer there for JoeRambo. Obviously help versus the infantry and the anti-tank guns and whatnot, but obviously less stellar versus the Pershing. So it looks like JoeRambo's decided that he needs something to help blast through all the infantry, I guess. Pershing shoots, misses. Panther's managed to get up to 6 kills now. Not bad. It's a definite improvement. Tiger Tank there with 17 kills. About to hit Retinue 2 there. Another Panzerwerfer barrage there from JoeRambo. Once more, no kills. Someone got pinned though. Tiger Ace there eventually 220 kills. Stone Panzer with 15 kills. Rearson's going to move straight. Oh, Sap's going to move straight to line of fire, then get obliterated. Big push here from both Guardian and Redforce. Going to sneak in here to hit Butcher's flank and also hope that JoeRambo's not going to be able to react in time. Otherwise, he could try and pull a counter flank to hit them and sort of maybe crush them alongside with Butcher's help. Over far there, JoeRambo's Stone Panzer is done. Tiger is falling back here, 21 kills. Punching's moving ahead. JoeRambo's Panther responds alongside his infantry to the 30, and meanwhile, Butcher is slowly forced to give ground. He's trying his best to buy time for JoeRambo's assault to come in, but there you go. Panther moving up there, very close to 2 Pershing there. Ooh, shot bounces. Lucky for Redforce, bad luck there for JoeRambo. Another missile bounce, there we go. Shot went through, anti-tank setting up there. Panther getting eventually 2 need to fall back. Panther almost knocked out, needs to get out of there fast. Anti-tank is backing up here. And those got the Tigers and the Stone Panzer versus British armor. Cromwell down, Comet on the way there for Guardian. Tiger Ace with 24 kills, 25 kills, Sappers annihilated. Absolute carnage and brutality here. Panther being hauled back for repairs, most badly needed. Stone Panzer seems to have been entirely forgotten there by JoeRambo, collecting dust like a paperweight. Comet almost done. Panzer was there moving ahead. Ace Panzer there, 30 kills, 31 kills. Captain there could get blown to bits. There we go. Almost landed a full wipe here. There we go. Down he goes. Nice win there for JoeRambo. Stone Panzer finding the move there. Panther is seeing immediate and attentive repairs. Comet charging and the Heavy Cavalry doesn't get too extended here. No infantry support. They almost got the Stone Panzer, but there's the Tiger Ace to be mindful of. And there you go. Direct hit from the Ace. Stone Panzer pop smoke. Infantry falling up. It could clear out Butcher's anti-tank gun, which is woefully overextended here versus the Allies. And down it goes. Punch X. There go to the firing down the Tiger Ace. Comet though about to get knocked out. Panzerjägers, there we go. Take out the Comet. A poor call there by Guardian. Securing an easy kill there for Butcher. Without even having to move his tank. Panther moving in support here just in case more armor support is needed. Osman the Syndicate hit the White Foster's far from Packard. So Panther charging ahead here. 6 kills, routing the British infantry. 7 kills. Stone Panther being fixed up there. Other Tigers moving in. The quick self repairs. A bit risky there with how close it is to the front line, but in the end if nothing happens, great there for Butcher. Very close to the hero level on that one. Troops are healing, reinforcing, and setting out. Jackson there for Redforce. As for Guardian, he's close to another Comet. Hopefully the second one will be utilised a bit better. Very close to the ace level, of course. Now, the hero level on the Tiger race. 29 kills. Panther moving about there. Guardian's forces are in a particularly dreadful state there. He definitely needs to work a bit on his unit, preserving his tactics. Pack for a fleet to sort of further make things difficult there for Allied armor. Fun fact, this is the early model when they didn't actually have the mount ready for it. They just used one from the LFF HE howitzer. When they realized they had sort of more like something like the flak 88 prepared for it. It was allowed to just turn on the spot. Jump up, trying to get that land match, not quite paying off here. But he's definitely trying this, bombarding into the base in the hopes of silencing it. Got a kill actually, slightly impressively. And there you go, damage in the Sturm Panzer, but nothing to really follow up here to really punish him with then from Guardian. And there you go, Tiger Ace and Storm supporting, got a Gammon Bomb off there, but there you go, Tiger Ace lands a hell of a hit there amongst all the bunch of infantry, really punishing the allies there. Choosing about on the eastern side. Now the bunker up there for JoeRambo. Punch the launching rate on the cob pump without further support. That machine gun is going to be a bit of an issue there. Big flank here though. Got the machine gun bunker slightly coming up. Panther could launch close towards barrage if it had the time for it. And there you go. Bunker knocked out out of time here by the anti-tank gun. Sturm Panzer moving in to support. Need infantry though. And of course the infantry is basically being suppressed up here by the carve point. But there you go, the active man to get to Heavy Cavalry managed to actually get unsuppressed. Wow. Panther moving forwards there, pushing past the anti-tanks, going for the person, but there you go, damage, and you need to get the Shumpanther support here. Need some support, but again, the infantry's nowhere to be need. And the Panther's being heavily damaged here. Another awkward call by JoeRambo that ends up costing him his precious Panther. He was so close actually getting towards Veteran 3 there, but in the end, not enough. In the far west, Sturm Panzer Tiger is to be a menace there to the Allies. Pershing moving, or Jackson moving eastwards here to support there. As Redforce down to threaten the right flank here of the German army once more. Panzerwerfer down, bazookas shredded. Sturm Panzer down, JoeRambo is imploding at the moment. Good lord. His units are exploding and dying left and right. Butcher's forced to commit force here to cover up the flank. As the Panzers finally arrive back here, clearing out the anti-tank gun. Jackson goes down, allowing here a backhand blow there to the Germans, or the Allies somewhat here from the Germans. Tiger here, they were 38 kills. Big push there by Guardian with his infantry. Comet number 2 on the way there for Guardian. We got 232 versus 213. Packard remains in pursuit. Got the bazookas they're trying to destroy. We got smoke called in by Redforce. And there you go, the Pack Footy fleet is down. Person of the damaged engine hauling its sorry arse back. Tiger race, they just continue to send the Allied infantry. 39 kills. Spearhead mode activated. 42. Another Jackson for Redforce. Guardian's Comet is ready. Tank commander on the way. Bren guns and bars dropped in the dirt. PX for that matter. Convoying ahead, he needs to be careful of course. Threat him the Sturm Panzer, but needs to not underestimate that Tiger race again. There you go, 49 kills. Flanking the Sturmpanzer. Shoots and misses. Great hit from the Pack 40. Might just be here so extended once more. There go. Grenadier squad nearby. Cut Panzerfaust and leave Guardian second Comet in just as dreadful position as the first one. There you go. Panzer 6 and... oh, no Panzerfaust. That is really lucky there for Guardian that Butcher did not get a Panzerfaust off. That is really lucky. JoeRambo, though, is in a dreadful state. In fact, he's worse off than Guardian at the moment, which is saying something. So it's basically just Butcher and Redforce carrying the match right now on their almost Atlas-like shoulders. Packed there, grabbed by the JoeRambo. He's trying to build up his forces by sneaking off with the hell out of equipment. And to get caught here by Redforce to put a stop to such larceny. Jackson with the Tiger Ace head on in a one-on-one engagement. The Tiger hero there wins, no doubt. 52 kills. And that'll soon be 53 because that Jackson is toast. Down it goes. Pershing engaging here. Shots bouncing. Mostly artillery shots. There we go. Commandos in from Guardian. I'm not entirely sure where they're going. Oh, they're running from off net. Need to reinforce them then. Pershing here. Taking heavy damage from the Pack and the Ace. Or the hero. Definitely should not underestimate that one at this point. An absolute monster. Panzerwerfer out for Butcher. Let's see if he can do a bit better work with it than JoeRambo could with his. Which I'm pretty sure was known as the Squirrel Stomper before it got destroyed. Tiger Ace with 55 kills. Bazooka teams moving in, but they're being countered by JoeRambo's Panzergrenadier Force. 38 kills in one of the squads. A hardened elite team. There you go. Artillery fire raining down resistance on the 5. We got land matches fighting to respond to the Germans. Panzer there being routed by the Pershing. 21 kills. Awesome going for the center. North side largely open. Comet moving ahead there. The one that actually survived. The one that lived. Grenades being popped off there, but they're not landing anyway. Comet going here for the Sturmpanzer. Almost got it. Panzerfaust. This is dreadful news for Guardian's Comet. Misses, and there we go. We got a Pack and Panzers on the flank, and of course got the Tiger Ace in the front as well here. 56 kills, and there you go. Oh, not quite the 57th. Fresh Panther out there for him, and there you go. The Comet is down. That was a bit of a waste there by Guardian. Commander Steam came with Bren guns and Sten guns. Showing no mercy to the Huns. JoeRambo could consider calling in some stormtroops to hit nap points in there, maybe calling a Panther of his own. From one I think would be a great idea for both German players, and see how JoeRambo could still do with a bunch. Sturmpanzer on the way there. Panther fire here from Butchers, which so far is also on track to becoming a Squirrel Stumper. Captain on the way there for Redforce. Gabante landing on the rifleman, unleashing hell in a handbasket, but not quite there yet. Need to treat those Panzer gonna deal it. Got the Aces moving out there. Could do with a machine gun on that Panther of JoeRambo. Could do with it. There you go. Got Sappers flanking in there. Gabante Ladnum. Grenade in return there. Redforce is finding research grenades as well. 39. 200 points left for the Germans from the tune of 5 of the Allies. We've got smokes from down there from Redforce as well. Panther taking heavy damage. Probably should pull it back. Tiger Ace continues its reign of terror here on the left flank. 57 kills. 58. Sturmpanzer number 2 out there for JoeRambo. Pershing very close to the ace level there for Redforce. Tiger Ace turns about there. 60 kills. 62. Back here, troops in reinforcing. Good hit there. Direct hit from the anti-tank guns, but all of the shots bounce. Pershing bounce as well. They're pretty lucky, but there you go. One shot goes through finally out of 4. 5, 1 goes through. Beersun's moving ahead with the bazookas trying to take out that Tiger Race. Panzerjäger's moving up, Panther moving in, Panzerwerfer Sturmpanzer also rushing in here to cover up the Ace. Pershing the move there, and there go Ace level finally arriving. Units dying though, units getting obliterated. I'm surprised there's absolutely nothing going on there. It seems like JoeRambo might be feeling he can't do that. But I feel like even just like an awesome squad could be just expended just like crap stuff there. But anyways, more artillery fire there. Now it's the land matches turn to just saturate the area. Butcher's Panzerwerfer's at it again. Will this be it? It actually lands a kill. Wow, not a wipe though, but lands a kill. Person we head back number 8 to assault. The Sturmpanzer fires into the midst of the Americans, crushing numerous American soldiers with high explosives. Whew, and we got a Firefly out there for Guardian. Guess his dreams of comets have taken a bit of a hit there. Sturmpanzer very close to the Ace level, results very close, being destroyed by the anti-tankers. There you go, got the machine gun. Ace level and the Sturmpanzer.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Bit of quiet there. Fixing up the Panther. Sturmpanzer setting out. Grab the Feiston point. 65 kills on the Ace, 65. Direct hit on the Tiger Ace. Or the Firefly, but there's all the chance from the Tiger. Direct hit on the Tiger Ace. Firefly, they get some tulip rockets, pushing the Tiger Ace to half health. They're not good enough. Sturmpanzer moving in there, bombarding. Oh, anti-tank gets away with it for now. There you go. Both anti-tankers wiped by the Sturmpanzer's volley. And there you go. The Firefly is out of commission as well there. Guardian and Redforce are taking rather heavier losses here. Anti-tank's being destroyed. Another Jackson away there for Redforce. Far right flank, we finally got some action. We've got the Ace Panzer there. 41 kills. Shredding the captain in a matter of seconds. He stands no chance against such hardened veterans. Sturmpanzer, they're getting obliterated almost there by the bazookas and the Pershing Ace. Got the Tiger Race planning covering there. Pax hold ready to support. We got artillery firing down once more. The fighting is showing no sign of slowing down. Jackson tank's almost done. More destruction, more death. Sturmpanzer fires in there. Captain being obliterated. Heavy casualties. Benson's one game. The Sturmpanzer. Jackson almost done. Panzerwerfer fire unleashed. Anti-tank gun destroyed. Not good, not good. Panzerwerfer down. A brutal Allied assault there, which seems to be breaking through the German lines. But it's coming at a high cost in terms of Guardian once more. Even Redforce is paying a rather high butcher's bill for this assault. Tiger Race limping away with 78 kills. Gott im Himmel. That's a real hero of the fatherland. Panther moving forwards there. Butcher, I think, could afford to maybe call another Panther. He's just spamming Pioneers. They need Infantry, though, Lavelle. I mean, you can't just keep finding Pioneers. Got another pack foot for you up here. You got a bunker. The Panther's going to be in it. Jackson moving ahead there. Oh, pack foot for you turning about. Will it be in time, though? Direct hit down the Jackson tank destroyer. Ooh, might just take it out and finish it. Oh, that was a close one. Goes straight through the trees and possibly kills a few squirrels with an 88mm armor-piercing round that goes through their little homes. Another Panzerwerfer for JoeRambo. They really have a lot of faith in those Panzerwerfers, considering again they have basically done nothing but just murder innocent squirrels. Northern point being seized by an extra Ostrom squad there. Sturmpanzer rolling ahead. We got a commander squad revealing itself a bit inadvisedly. We got 142 for 124. Mine goes off on the Sturmpanzer. Tiger Race. Oh, and Sturmpanzer wipes the commandos. A brutal loss there to Guardian and the British Army. Up north there, riflemen thrashing out the Ostrom there. No mercy. No quarter. Tiger Race, they're being fixed up. 83 kills. Might want to rush in some support here to cover that area. Mines down here from Butcher. Moving in the Sturmpanzer, I think, to sneak into the base and do some damage with the bombardment. A cheeky move there. Oh, that's actually surprisingly close. They're getting an absolute jackpot. Oh, goodness. Butcher, you maniac. Firefly out there from Guardian. And these guys are going to defend the Eastern Victory Point, and the machine going to immediately falling back in the face of such high explosive devastation. Nine mines down there from Butcher. Firefly versus the Tiger Race. Tiger Race going for the Firefly. Got Gunny's moving with the Panther Faust. Oh dear. We got dual rockets, but it may not be enough. We got armor there flanking the Tiger Race. 83 kills on. About to get him an 84 thing. And there we go. Down it goes. Sabas there opening up with PS done anti-tank grenade, damaging the engine of the mighty Ace. He's going to have to get in troops there to quickly screen it off to prevent from destroying. There goes Sexton moving up there. In these, we've got an engagement here between JoeRambo and Redforce for the person that Jackson all fighting out there. Panther is hanging back here, casually suffer there. JoeRambo's running out of Panther, going to use an Ostrom. Panther firing on the point, possibly. Pinning down troops and getting exactly 1 kill. Heavy firing in the west here. 16 kills and 27. More bombardment here from the Sturmpanzer. JoeRambo though needs to launch a counter-attack to get out the point. We got 142 versus 44. This fight has certainly been something else. Pershing falling back with 28 kills. Senator dealing with a land mattress. Piet opening up on as well. Could destroy here. Guardian's land mattress. In fact, Guardian's pretty much down to just his underwear at this point with a section and an anti-tank gun. In fact, it seems like he has given up. His spirit is broken. He's sitting in front of his computer with 1,000-yard stare in his eyes. I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is it. Might as well get through these last few seconds, I guess. If one player just gives up, there's not really much else to comment on. I feel a bit sorry there for Redforce. Feel a bit sorry. 17, 15, 13. Last ditch attempted by Redforce, I guess. 7, 4, 1, and GG, game over. A loss there for the Allies. A bloody victory for the Germans, for the high casualties, in particular, I think, from JoeRambo. Yup. 223, he almost lost as much as the Allies. Probably going to get the Austrian, even then he just suffered heavy casualties. Meanwhile, Butcher was the, well, definite Butcher of the match with 280 kills. That is quite the Butcher's tally there. So we've got a brutal battle here on Elst Outskirts with some absolutely grim armored and infantry action there. Some brutal last stands with JoeRambo, but the end he just needs to work a bit using pressure and similar with Guardian there. And, you know, I'm still not super sold on tier 40 pounds. I feel like they've done better with some Stugs and Ostrins, but that's just me. Anyways, GG, game over. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. And if you did, you know, a Merry Christmas to you. This is Imperial signing off, and see you all another time. Cheers.